When you meet an INFJ for the first time, this will happen. Meeting an INFJ for the first time can be a unique and memorable experience. Known as one of the rarest personality types in the Myers-Briggs personality types, INFJs often described as mysterious, deep, and incredibly perceptive individuals. If you've ever encountered an INFJ, you may have felt an immediate sense that there's more to them than meets the eye. Their reserved yet compassionate demeanor, combined with an intuitive understanding of people, makes them stand out. Here are some subtle, psychological cues and behavioral traits that INFJs exhibit during a first encounter and why these traits make them so unforgettable. 1. Quiet observation and intense presence. One of the first things you'll notice when you meet an INFJ is their quiet presence. INFJs aren't the type to dominate a conversation or immediately insert themselves into the spotlight. They tend to be more reserved and observant during initial meetings, carefully evaluating the environment and the people around them. INFJs are introverts who rely heavily on their intuitive abilities. This means that they're not just passively observing, they're actively reading between the lines, picking up on subtle social cues, body language, and even the emotional undertones of the room. They have a natural ability to feel out people and situations, which is why many people feel like INFJs understand them without much being said. You may not feel like you've made a big impression on the INFJ, but rest assured, they are paying close attention to every detail. This quiet intensity often makes others feel seen and understood in ways that are rare. 2. A strong sense of empathy. INFJs are deeply empathetic, and this will become evident within the first few minutes of meeting one. Even if you don't directly share personal feelings, the INFJ will likely pick up on your emotional state. They can intuitively sense whether someone is feeling anxious, excited, or upset, often offering comfort or connection without needing a lot of verbal cues. INFJs are dominant in extroverted feeling, meaning they are attuned to the emotions and needs of others. This trait makes them excellent listeners, and many people feel an almost immediate emotional connection to them. If you're meeting an INFJ for the first time, you may feel an unexpected sense of ease or comfort. INFJs have a way of making you feel like you can open up, even if you're usually more guarded. This emotional attunement is what makes INFJs such strong confidants and supporters. 3. Deep, meaningful conversation. INFJs aren't fans of small talk. When you meet an INFJ, don't be surprised if they steer the conversation toward deeper, more meaningful topics. Rather than asking surface-level questions, an INFJ might ask you about your passions, your dreams, or what you think the purpose of life is. They want to know the why behind your actions and thoughts. INFJs are led by introverted intuition, a cognitive function that drives them to seek deeper meaning and connections. They are uninterested in superficial interactions and crave conversations that go beyond the ordinary. This can be refreshing or overwhelming, depending on your own personality. But it's one of the reasons why meeting an INFJ for the first time feels so different. They push past the shallow layers of social interactions and invite you to dive into something deeper. 4. A genuine interest in you. INFJs have a natural ability to make others feel valued and understood. When you meet them for the first time, you'll likely notice that they seem genuinely interested in you. They'll ask thoughtful questions, listen intently, and remember details you might not expect them to. This is not a facade. INFJs truly want to connect on a meaningful level. INFJs care deeply about authentic connections. Their extroverted feeling function drives them to build strong relationships, and they take their time to understand the person they're speaking with. Many people walk away from their first encounter with an INFJ feeling seen, heard, and understood in a way that is rare. This authenticity sets INFJs apart from others who may only engage in conversations at a surface level. 5. An air of mystery. Although INFJs are excellent at making others feel comfortable and understood, they often remain somewhat mysterious during a first encounter. They may reveal bits and pieces about themselves, but they tend to keep the deeper parts of their personality hidden until they truly trust someone. INFJs are private individuals who carefully guard their inner world. While they're happy to listen and empathize, they don't often share their own thoughts and feelings right away. This can leave others intrigued and wanting to know more about them. The INFJ's air of mystery makes them even more compelling. You may leave the first meeting feeling like you've connected on a deep level, but also that there's so much more beneath the surface that you haven't yet discovered. 6. A calm, grounded energy. INFJs often exude a sense of calmness and groundedness. They're not likely to be loud or boisterous, but instead offer a quiet strength and stability. This calm demeanor can have a grounding effect on the people around them, making them feel more at ease. INFJ's introverted nature means they are often more in tune with their own inner world than with external chaos. This self-awareness helps them remain calm and collected, even in stressful situations. If you're someone who is used to being around more extroverted or anxious personalities, the INFJ's calm energy can be a welcome change. It can help you feel more centered and focused, adding to the positive impression they make. 7. A sense of authenticity. Above all, when you meet an INFJ for the first time, you'll likely feel that they are genuine and authentic. INFJs are not interested in pretending to be something they're not, and they value honesty in their interactions. This authenticity shines through in their conversations and demeanor, making them trustworthy and relatable. INFJs are driven by their internal values and are often highly principled individuals. They value honesty, integrity, and authenticity, and expect the same from those around them. This authenticity makes INFJs incredibly appealing. In a world where many people put on masks or try to fit in, the INFJ's genuine nature is a breath of fresh air. They offer a rare chance to connect with someone who values you for who you really are. Meeting an INFJ for the first time is often a powerful experience. Their combination of empathy, intuition, deep thinking, and authenticity leaves a lasting impression. They may not be the loudest person in the room, but their quiet intensity and ability to connect on a deeper level make them unforgettable. If you ever have the privilege of meeting an INFJ, take the opportunity to engage with them in meaningful conversation. You may find that this rare personality type not only sees you for who you are but also inspires you to be more authentic, introspective, and empathetic in your own life.